from the feast. I sat there surrounded by all the Pharisees. They said, "Who did you study under, son? How old are you? Are you here alone? Tell us where you're from." Well,
the humanity and divinity of Christ in his earthly ministry, whether he was 100% God and 100% man, so it wasn't 50-50, has always fascinated me, and I always wanted to write it. But whenever I would sit down to think about it, it seemed too large. And I was not able to separate the divinity and the humanity and still be accurate to the scripture. I never figured out a way to do that. And one day I heard a preacher, and he wasn't even preaching about the humanity or divinity of Christ. He was preaching about something else, and he kind of made a little sidebar, like a joke. And he said, someone asked Jesus how old he was, and Jesus said, "Well, on my mother's side." And I didn't hear the rest of the sermon. I realized in that moment, that's how to write the humanity and divinity of Christ. And so the chorus, each chorus, which is a different lyric in each chorus, but Jesus starts with, "On my mother's side, I was having this experience." That's the humanity. And on my father's side, I was having the divine experience. And that song is one of those where even when I'm singing it in churches, I have to stay in more of a presentation mind frame and not really listen closely to the lyrics, because that one will still kind of get to me to where I can't finish singing it. And one of the highlights of my life was being blessed to sing that song on the Mount of Olives with the temple behind us. And so the first line of that song is the temple courts were crowded from the feast, and behind me was the temple, and from Mount Olives, which is where he's also going to return. And so I'm so thankful for that song. It was a gift.
Well, on my mother's side, I just turned 12 years old, born just down the road, down in Bethlehem. But on my father's side, I'm older than time. I am the light from up on high, the perfect Lamb, the great I am. On my father's side,